All right. So not too long ago, we finally got a closer look at the new hero, Warmonger. In the stream, they showed off their weapons, armor, and moveset. Now, as always, I'm going to make my regular recap video, but I also want to post the fight showcase for those of you who like watching things this way. Thank you for your feedback on this. I will continue to do it. I like what I'm seeing here for the most part. There are things I have issues with, but I won't get into it now. Before I roll it, here's a few things that aren't in the showcase. The Warmonger will release on August 6th and will cost $8. So they won't be in a pass or anything. It sounds like we'll be buying them outright with money. If you don't care for the early release, you can wait 2 weeks where you can buy the hero with 15,000 steel as usual. So you're not forced to buy this hero with free money. You can easily earn enough steel before they release for free. Also, the Warmonger will be gender locked and will be female only. We'll talk about all of that when I do the full recap video, but for the time being, I'm asking you to be respectful and level-headed. Now, without wasting any more time, here is the fight showcase.
This is a first taste of what you will experience and what you can show off to the others. But let's get into her chains, starting with the first video maybe, and tell us a little bit about her kit.
Alright, so she's a Vanguard, so it's pretty simple. We start off with light, heavy. The last heavy has hyper armor, uninterruptible stance. So, and then we can go to the next chain, which would be.
Light heavy a second ago. That was light
it's
heavy.
Still light heavy, but yeah, but now we can see that the lights are enhanced, so they're not interrupted on block, basically. Woohoo, offense!
Yeah, exactly. So super cool. Light heavy, light heavy, and heavy are the stuff you're seeing there.
Yeah.
Peculiarities, uninterruptible stance on the finisher, as you saw, and all the lights through the chain are not stopped on block, which you'll see will be very interesting in a moment.
Indeed. So to the last chain. Oh yeah, we can see we can chain off the zone attack as well. And finally, you can chain off the sprint attack. And then beautiful execution, sharp claws, easy.
Okay, she really reaches in there. All right, that's no joke.
I love her.
She's so cool. Okay, cool. That's the basic chain. And now we're looking at a Praying Claw.
Yeah, which is basically a variable timing bash. As you can see, it's available after the light, so it's pretty important that our lights are enhanced for this reason. And you can also do it off a side dodge and front dodge.
Yep, so either light basically accesses this one, so you can see that it's really interesting. She's got a lot of intros to her chain and her pressure. You could do zone light and then access this. You could do sprint attack, light access this, heavy light access this, light accesses, dodge accesses. Super cool, super cool. And
even of her,
go ahead.
Even of her other special moves that we're gonna see in a second.
Exactly, and as you see in the claw, you can feint it as well. So what's this now?
So this is Beast of Prey. It's based of one of Apollyon's move from the campaign. The one from the campaign was completely unusable at like 1500 MS, I think. So what we did is
Tyrant's test, but
yeah. But yeah, so here we can say it's accessible from a dodge. So it's basically just a side slash after a dodge that is unblockable. It's got good trajectories. It's a bit slow, but at least you can feint it. You can chain off of it. And because of the trajectories, it should be pretty decent in group fights.
Yep, it'll definitely cause pressure even when she's just near you. So that's really cool.
All right. And then we got the front dodge heavy, which is basically a top attack, but as you can see from the blue feedback, it's undodgeable. So those pesky roller are not gonna get away from you.
Oh no! How am I gonna get away?
You can't. Stay here, or whatever she yells.
I'll just die.
Yeah.
Basically, that's a hope, yeah. But yeah, and of course it chains into your light or your heavy as others. And as you saw there, it can be feinted.
Everything can be feinted. Oh, and now we got the Impale, which is accessible after parry, kind of similar to the Lawbringer. So what's interesting with that is that it doesn't do a lot of damage unless there's a wall, in which case, boom, plus 20 bleed damage. So that deals a lot if you position properly. You can also ledge with it, obviously. And yeah, it's pretty savage.
Yep, it's just got one more cool version here.
So we know it kind of sucks if with your Lawbringer you parry someone, they fall on the ground, you try to impale, nothing happens. So she has a version in that case, which will always do the wall splat version basically. So you're always gonna apply that extra bleed damage if they're out of stam or if you're in revenge.
I feel like
Yep.
this is a good gank opportunity.
I mean, it's
That's the shaman in me talking.
you gotta time it because you can't quite do it when they're on the wall in the
Yeah.
claw. But, yes, afterwards, feel free to wreck them there.
Oh,
So
I
now
think
we're
we're gonna see a beautiful execution.
Oh God.
Shout out to the animation team.
Oh, right in the head.
Oh, let's go.
It replaces the spine with the sword. That's what's happening, right? It's a shish kebab.
It's like surgical, right?
Yeah, 100% shish kebab right there.
Oh,
Sorry,
wow.
I'm hungry.
Ah, oh.
Okay, so that's basic moveset, but now let's get into the feats, and this is the
Yes.
tier 1 feat right now that we're
Yes.
seeing, correct?
So
Okay.
this is pretty brutal. We did a lot of iteration on all of our feats. So as you can see, I don't know if you guys recognize it, but it looks like Nusha's feat 4, but it's a feat 1. But how it works actually is that you apply a coating of a poison thing on your blade.
Corruption,
And-
potentially.
Yeah.
From the
Exactly.
Dragon Knight. Yes.
And,
On brand. Awesome.
if you manage to hit someone within the time limit, which is 15 seconds in this, you will apply corruption to them, which means that it will create an AoE around them, and for as long as one of their friend is inside this AoE, everybody will take damage.
So you can
However,
see this particular video real quick. The raider is moving away from his friend.
Yeah.
So at first they're taking damage, and now they're apart, so no longer do either take damage.
So it can split up the fight. So as soon as somebody gets hit, they want to back away from their teammates because or else at that stage everybody's getting hurt. So you completely isolate them with this corruption in the first feat.
Exactly. So
Exactly.
don't be like this Kensei and walk into your friend.
That is literally me right there. That's me controlling that can say for the rest
Yeah.
of my days.
obviously it works in minion because they're your allies, right?
Yeah. Of course.
So
Oh my god.
Oh,
they
wow.
fly, they just pop. Oh my god. It's like popcorn. Holy crap.
So don't play like the raider. Just try to get away, roll away from the lane, roll away from your friends, and don't be dumb and get your whole team killed.
yeah,
That's insane. And so just to stay on this, is that this must really be shaping the fight in a very different way, in the sense that, like, you know, usually we have tools to kind of enhance the combat, but now you're allowing players to well, at least the players of the Warmongers, to literally evaporate kind of that ganking situation. Is that kind of the goal with this character?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, she's not as afraid of a 1v2. If you try to send 2 guys to kill her, she can put on this corruption blade. If she hits 1 person, suddenly she's going to stall you guys out. You guys have to back off. At least one of you has to back off. And then if she can get revenge after that, she's going to be one of the longest surviving characters in those gank situations.
So she's gonna be great for like clutch situations in Dominion when you need to stay alive and you're waiting on that revive or whatever it is.
Exactly. This is going to be a super cool tool for that. You're going to see those 1v3s and 1v4s with this character. Those little hype videos that people do are going to happen. That's going to be cool. And at the same time, you're going to have to think twice. Should I fight this Warmonger in the lane? Should I 2v1 this Warmonger on a capture point? She has a lot of ability to control the pace of the fight and space, which is going to be really interesting.
Insane.
Okay, so what do we have here? I think we're in tier 2.
Yeah, we are.
yeah. So our tier 2 and 3 aren't doing anything by themselves. What they do is that they give Warmonger a passive ability whenever she's fighting somebody that is corrupted. So in this case, feat 2 means that you're healing a portion of the damage that you're doing to a corrupted target. So as you see on the Warmonger life bar right now, she's healing off the damage that corruption is doing.
Wow.
So look,
Okay.
she's gonna be low here.
Yeah, so here, as you can see, the Kensei is corrupted, but they don't have any friends around them, right? So normally they would be safe. But in this case, because Warmonger has her feat 2, as you can see on her life bar, she's healing a portion of the damage that she's doing, which gives her an advantage in the 1v1 if she's
Jesus.
fighting a corrupted target.
No
Right.
joke.
So it's a corrupted target. That's the condition. Basically.
Yes.
So just to come back on the corruption, like to make people corrupted, this is you activate the feat, and then from there you get one chance to land a hit within the, I'm assuming, the time frame that's allocated for that first feat. Is that it?
So to be super clear, there, it's you get one application of it, and you have to apply it within the time, which is like 15 seconds or something.
Okay.
So if you hit one person, it's consumed and it's on them.
Exactly.
You can't hit two different people.
But you do have 15 seconds to do that. It's not just one code, and if it gets blocked, then after that, like, you know, you're basically screwed as the Warmonger. You didn't get your
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
That's right.
Understood.
Blocking doesn't apply it, but you could get block, and then a hit, and then you're in.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. So that's feat 3. So what it does is that it makes the Warmonger do more damage to a corrupted target. So as you can see from the life bar on both Kensei, the one on the right has feat 3 active, which means that her heavy is doing more damage. And yeah, that's pretty straightforward. It also means that your corruption damage is going to be higher. So if you compare both left and right having access to the feat, you see that it's doing slightly more damage and will kill the target.
I see. Jesus.
All right, feat 4. This one's spicy. So that's Corruption Blast. So feat 1 is made to corrupt one target. This one is made for a bigger thing, let's say.
So here you can see it's like an AoE basically. It blasts everyone in the AoE. Here we're only hitting the first target, the only Tiandi right in front of us, not the one on the left.
Mm-hmm.
So that basically just does the same thing as if you were to hit them with your feat 1 in this scenario. But what we're aiming at is hitting multiple person with it.
Oh,
Because as you can see, the corruption AoEs overlaps, so it deals double damage. So the more people you catch, the more they stay around, the more damage they're gonna take.
So just there.
Cheers is getting excited.
Tiandis have it, right?
So then they
both Tiandis are
overlap
like-
in the AoEs.
Yes,
You're
you're
saying
in
that the
mine.
damage over and they can triple now. You're telling me it's triple. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Exactly.
Okay.
So my corruption hurts you and me, and your corruption hurts you and me. So
Oh my god.
Don't
And that
stack
could go up to 4 people.
Of course.
Of course. Let's take a look. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, and so in this scenario, like, you should not stay around your friends, because if she has her feat 2 as well, she's gonna basically heal off everything that you guys are doing to her. So just accept that you're corrupted and send one person to fight her.
as you see there, like Warmonger's actually getting hit once in a while, but she ends up nearly at full health at the end of it. Everybody's dead except for one Tiandi who I want to say got lucky. That didn't seem strategic to me.
Oh, you see him? He's running away.
Yeah, I think he runs back strangely. So they're smart. Stay away, and then come back too early. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
But that's it.
crazy.
Space it. Don't 4-stack against a Warmonger, because
Yeah, I can see that. It's not an advantageous position to be put in. So, okay, so basically the anti-ganker of For Honor has been introduced to the game with the Warmonger. I'm kind of curious is that, you know, now that we've taken a look at the full kit, we've got all of the feats.